The first time I picked up a camera, I remembered feeling really excited to capture precious moments that I could look back on and that other people could look back on and remember the time and feeling of a certain place and a certain memory. When I left high school, I did decide to take it a step further and pursue formal qualifications in photography. And it was here where I discovered a love for fashion photography as well as portraiture. I do love being able to project my creative thoughts and emotions through photography, as well as being able to capture the real essence of a moment. Working with women is super important to me because I feel like if I can create the platform for other women to feel comfortable in our creative space, I'm doing something good in a very male-dominated industry. When I work with another creative or another creative team, I really enjoy talking to them and getting their vision in my head and putting my own spin on it. Being able to help a client bring their vision to life on location is what I love about collaborating. This is a huge part of my creative process, and it really is something that I've missed during isolation. I enjoy being inspired by my surroundings as well as the people that I'm working with in a creative team. I've always wanted to be able to create an environment where I'm passionate about something, someone else is just as passionate, and we're all treating each other as equals. For me, I love the beauty within photography and the ability to be able to tell a story within one single shot. I really am captivated by the thought of what an image can tell you about a single person or about a creative brand. I think that images aren't supposed to say one thing to a person, they mean a range of things. In the beginning of COVID-19, unfortunately, I did have to uproot my life and leave Bundoora to relocate into our family home on the coast. All of the uncertainty floating around just general life was very negatively impacting the way that I was viewing being a creative in general. It was a huge change. Nobody knew it was coming. Nobody could see it coming. And I was pretty down about being a creative. I think I feel more passionate now that I've had time to slow down and not do anything in my creative industry. I appreciate it more. I feel more passionate about going back into it, and I think I have a clearer idea of what it is that I want to do coming out of COVID. This is a really hard time to collaborate and talk to other artists. So after a conversation with a fellow creative, we decided to create What's Your Real Job podcast, and it was to make a space for conversations with other creatives to discuss the creative industry, as well as trying to keep artists inspired and uplifted during these uncharted times. That's something that a lot of creatives have mentioned in our podcast as well. Some of us feel a little bit guilty that we're glad for this time, and we're glad that we've had time to create slowly. One of my favourite photographers, Henri Cartier-Bresson, came up with the concept called the Decisive Moment. People have different theories about what he means by this, but for me, it's those in-between moments where a person is feeling their rawest self. During these moments of life where it can be tempting to see everything as random and out of my control, I really am striving to use this time as the decisive moment in my life to create and reflect slowly but thoughtfully. I think that I'm at a stage where I'm super excited for the future, and I feel more ready now than I probably ever have. My name is Stephanie Sawaya, and I'm a 22-year-old photographer from Bandura.